Man, ain't no way y'all ain't think she was trying to hit this girl. Okay, so we have two young women, both track and field athletes. There's an aggressor, Alayla Everett, and there's a victim, Kaylin Tucker. They were both running a 4x2. They were neck and neck with each other, and this is what happened. Man, every time I see this mug, I'm like, dang, why would you do something like that? I forgot to mention that these are high schoolers. These are really young girls. Y'all see what happened, man. Let's look at it from another angle.
POV when you know you can't beat her.
Then my head hit the wall. Boom. But I had a praying grandmother.
It's not funny, y'all. I swear, it's terrible. Why would she hit that girl? Track and field is a non-contact sport. Why are we doing this? Anyways, there's one big question. Did she do it on purpose or was it an accident? Now for me, every single time I watched this video, it seemed like the force at which she tried to hit her just increases. I think she was trying to take her head off with that one. I don't think it was premeditated. I think that she was getting caught up in the fact that she could potentially be passed up and she wanted second place. And it was a weak moment for her. You can see in the video that Kaylin Tucker is hugging the left side of the lane that she's in, while Alayla Everett is hugging the right side of the lane that she's in, and they're right next to each other. It's obvious in the video that Kaylin was about to pass Layla up, and her legs just wasn't gonna cut it, so she had to make something out of nothing. Again, it was a weak moment, overtaken by emotion. That don't help her case at all, but I think that's what happened. Now, the first video I showed you was the only video out for a couple of days. The second video with the angle from behind them, that came out after the fact. Before that second video was released, this was what Alayla had to say about the incident.
Everybody has feelings. So you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right? They're going off of one angle. A couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit. I know my intentions and I would never hit somebody on purpose. They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video.
Now that's her explanation. She says it was a big misunderstanding. The baton got caught in the middle of Kaylin's back, and it caused her to get off balance and somehow end up knocking the dog shit out of her. And it's like, we saw both clips now, like the evidence is evidencing. I can understand this being something that she would not like to admit on camera. I think her best bet would have just been, to say she had a weak moment and she didn't know what to do, so she really just pulled this out of her ass. Granted, they were close together, but that baton didn't get stuck on nobody's back. As far as I saw, that's not what I saw. If you saw that, let me know. Now, being hit in the back of the head is no joke. I was just talking to somebody about this for a different reason, but getting hit in the back of the head could change your life forever. Unfortunately, Kaylin Tucker got a concussion from the blow. This is a few words from her and her mother. Shouts to Black Anomaly Rising, because now I don't think I'll get copyright for having this clip up.
I was so in disbelief. I didn't even know. I didn't know what happened. I just got hit in the head and I just fell off the track.
The 16-year-old was later diagnosed with a concussion. The family says neither the athlete who struck Kaylin nor the other team's coaches checked on Kaylin or reached out afterwards.
They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs.
The whole section just gasped. We had family come from out of town. Her godparents were here from Myrtle Beach and things, and everybody just gasped because they couldn't believe it. And then when I just saw her go down, all I could do was just run out of the bleachers.
I know my intentions and I would never hit somebody on purpose.
Anybody from the opposition apologize, make any sort of checks on you, anything like that?
No, not at the time. No one that came on checked on me or anything.
Now this is where I'm like, dang, man, ain't nobody even say sorry. Well, we pressing charges then. Alayla Everett is now facing assault and battery charges because she assaulted and battered this young girl. Obviously, the mothers who filed charges, and I truly believe the only reason that she did it is because nobody apologized to her daughter, Kaylin. This happened in Lynchburg, Virginia. Hell of a name. Lynchburg Commonwealth's attorney Bethany Harrison said this week that an assault and battery charge has been filed. She, as in Alayla, said she would never hit anyone intentionally, attributing the incident to Tucker's cutting in too quickly after the girls merged into the lane. Everett looked to check on Tucker after she passed the baton off to her teammate, but she said Tucker was surrounded by people at that point. After the race, I went to my coach, and he said he's handling it for me and to do my cool down, so I did my cool down, Everett said. Everett added that when she went to find Tucker on social media to apologize, she discovered she was blocked. Everett cried when she was asked how she felt seeing the comments online after the video went viral. They're going off of one angle. I know what happened. I'm just a person by myself. Nobody's going to believe me, Everett told WAVY. I can admit from the video it does look purposeful, but I know my intentions and I would never hit somebody on purpose because of jealousy. Everett, an honor student, is not an attacker, the organization said. From all accounts, she is an exceptional young leader and scholar whose athletic talent has been well documented and recognized across our state. She has carried herself with integrity both on and off the field, and any narrative that adjudicates her guilty of any criminal activity is a violation of her due process rights. So Layla Everett is sticking to her story. She did not mean to hit that girl. It was not on purpose. And she has the support of the NAACP in Portsmouth. We want to say unequivocally that Alayla is not an attacker. She is not a criminal, and any headline that says that is a violation of her due process rights. We feel that the criminal justice system should not be used in this situation, and for charges of assault and battery to be levied against her, you have to prove her intent and maliciousness, and those things are not present here. Now, I don't think it was an accident per se, as much as I think it was just an emotional response. We saw the clips, we saw the evidence. That girl wasn't losing balance, and I really don't want to go too hard on her. Can somebody let me know how they would possibly go about proving that this was an accident? Like, she meant to do that. She just didn't mean to do that. Anyways, that statement was made by the Portsmouth NAACP president, James Boyd. This was said at a community event hosted by the NAACP where people in the community came and stood with Alayla Everett.
Stand for Alayla Everett! We stand for Alayla Everett!
First of all, we want to say unequivocally that Alayla is not a criminal and she's not an attacker.
We stand with you. That's why we're here. We stand with you. We support you.
Thank y'all for supporting me. Because nobody else wanted to hear my story except for people that know me. And people that know I would never do anything like that. I would never harm anybody. I'm not a fighter. I'm not even confrontational. I wouldn't even do that on purpose. And I thank y'all for believing in me. And I love y'all.
Is anybody else blown away? How? I don't know how they win this. I'm gonna show the video one more time. Alayla did not lose balance. She lost the lead. And she lost emotional control. I've been to track meets. I ran track. You don't lose balance like that while you're sprinting. You're not pumping L's and V's and then like start just losing balance like this and then come down. That's not how that works. On one hand, I want to say, dang, they're both so young. You know what I'm saying? Battery charges might be a little much. But on the other hand, it's literally battery. It's assault and battery. And the other thing I'm shocked about is that people are on her side when it comes to what happened and believing her story. The only way that I can like rationalize this is the fact that they're both young still. They don't want her future to be ruined based off of this incident. And I can understand that. But to not make her have any accountability in the situation is absolutely insane. It was a weak moment for her, and it's not okay, but it is what it is. If she would have just said sorry and apologized. I don't know what happened at a track meet, but if I was a coach or a parent, I would make it a point to have my daughter go and apologize to the young girl she just hit in the head with a baton. The mugs is hefty if you ever held one before. That ain't something that you just try and slide under the rug, you know what I'm saying? And then the social media thing, like, I don't know if I believe that. And I don't want to go in. I know this young lady, Alayla, is trying to protect herself and her reputation, and both legally too. But some accountability is just necessary. You gotta have a little bit, like, please. I don't know. Crazy story though. This will definitely impact the future of both girls. Kaylin Tucker is concussed and Alayla Everett is potentially facing serious legal, consequence. Maybe not serious as in jail time. I think it's a misdemeanor charge, but this could have great impact on her academic future later on in life. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate, but we do have to take responsibility for our actions. Let me know what you think about this situation. Whose side are you on? Do you think it was on purpose? Do you think it was an accident? And if you do believe it's on accident and you see this, can you tell me why? I'm having a hard time just fathoming the fact that people believe it was an accident. That's it though. Even with consequences, I still hope that Alayla's future is intact. I hope she can make something of herself still in the time that she wants to, and that she isn't derailed so far because of the situation that she feels like she can't come back from this, because I'm sure that's how she feels right now. But like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all later.